All right, Michael Robertson, Sports Radio Service. So, Coach, you've had some bumps on the road, but undefeated here on the farm. So how do you feel about that prospect and the way this game ended? Was it anything you've seen like that before? Because we know you've had some wild situations in college and the pros, but as the coach right now, is this the wildest scenario you've gone through?
This is crazy, and really proud of the guys. It was a great win, and I just love the fact that we're 3-0 at home. You know, like you said, we've taken some punches and had some down moments, but you know, we've been money at home, and we find ways to win, and guys play with a lot of heart, and we get it done, and in all three phases, and that was the case tonight. So hats off to the players, man. They played hard. They played with a lot of emotion and passion, and you know, made plays when we had to make the plays.
Ben Parker on 3 Rivals. Coach, just talk about the defense that you guys got tonight. What was the key to you guys? I mean, they ended up last play, pulled it out, but just all night they found a way to keep them out.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really talented offense at quarterback, man. He's really super talented, and they got, you know, a guy, number 19. He's a speed burner, and number 0's, you know, he's a massive player, so big player at receiver, big target. So just trying to, our defense did a great job of containing him all night, and they didn't hurt us that bad. I mean, and that credit to Coach Thompson and the defensive staff for the plan that they had to kind of minimize the big plays, and of course, most of all, credit to the players for executing and making the plays we needed to win the game.
Harold Gutman, Bay Area News Group. First of all, do you have any update on Ben or Micah?
No update.
Okay, and second, I'll just talk about the play of Cole and Elijah kind of filling in for them.
Cole had a massive game. I mean, 100-some yards. Every time I looked up, the pile just kept moving and moving and moving. And he has the speed to get outside, great vision, great balance, really a great player. Very happy for him. A monster game, made the tough yards, made explosive plays. Just a trustworthy guy on your team. I mean, he just had such a big game, such a big game. And Elijah too. I mean, Elijah led that drive, right? The drive of the game was we're on the 6-yard, backed up on the 6-yard line. And we go 15 plays, 94 yards. Great job by Elijah in that drive, making the plays we needed to make, handling the run game checks that we had, and getting us down the field.
Coach, you mentioned the way Florida State played, but they've historically been a good team, especially under the Bowden days with Deion and all those, T-Buck and all those guys. But what did you say to the guys that, hey, they're winless in this conference, but they still may be a very formidable opponent today? So what did you say to them pregame?
Yeah, I mean, we know this is a good football team, a well-coached football team, a team that came out, right, started out 3-0, beating worthy opponents, and very talented in all three phases. And sure, they had a little rough patch right here, but we had a lot of respect for them. But at the end of the day, what we say on our side is it's about us. It's about us. We respect every opponent we play, and we prepare for them and give them the respect that they're due. But this is about what we do, and we're trying to establish our own identity and how we're going to play. And tonight was a big step towards that.
Yeah, I was curious to get your thoughts on the special teams tonight. You got good punting from Aiden Flintoft. Liam Thorpe had a nice return.
Liam had a clutch return. Handled it well. Of course, Emmett made all his kicks. Flint had a couple massive punts. We had the one miscue. Got to find out what happened there. Looked like the whole thing was a miscue, but he's punting great and has a couple, like I said, massive punts. So, happy with all three phases.
Just what are the emotions like on that final drive?
A lot of emotion. It was crazy. It's 4th and 19. You think, okay, we're going to make a play on this, game over, and then give them credit. They made the play, good throw, good catch, and then we're able to continue to get it down there. And comes down to the last play, and just a credit to our defense. I didn't see who was in on the tackle. I think it was Ja and Matt Rose. I'm not 100% sure. Just to keep him just short of the goal line. No, it was close, but it was just that last ditch effort to kind of get him on the ground. So big play.
Any other questions for Coach?
Yeah, just my follow-up question. Kind of looking ahead to kind of obviously you head into Miami next week. I mean, you're going to maybe think of this, but just early thoughts on that matchup and having to go on the road against a top 15 level team. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're excited. Another good football team. We know we've talked about one step that we got to prove to ourselves is, we can go on the road and play good football and better than we have. So, we'll go to work tomorrow just like we always do and, get ready for another good opponent. We don't have any easy, they're all tough, going down the stretch. So I love that. It makes us a better team. And I know this, we're gonna prepare hard and, I know how I'm going to feel at the end of the week. I know we're going to have a good week of practice. I know we're going to go in there a confident football team, building as we have all year, and we get a chance to test ourselves against a national power team. So can't wait.
All right, Coach, one last question. So your first go around here, what was it like for this homecoming week?
No, it's so exciting. You could feel the energy on the campus and a lot of the players back. I got to see, meet a lot of players over the last couple days. It's really exciting. It's really exciting to see what Andrew Luck is doing and how he's leading this program and how he's connecting with, all the past players, and everybody is just the community of, past football players. It's a very strong group, and so excited that they get to come back on campus and see this exciting game and us get a win for them, but not only for them, but really the whole campus, right? The whole student body. We're doing everything we can do to fight and scratch and claw to kind of get back, put this program back where we want it to be.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Okay, thank you.
We'll be right back with running back Cole Tab. We're back here with running back Cole Tab. We will take questions the same way we did for Coach.
All right, Cole, Michael Robertson, Sports Radio Service. So had over 100 yards rushing, touchdown, and a very exciting win during homecoming week. How can you encapsulate everything that's been going on this whole week?
Yeah, just we were prepared all week. We kind of had the mindset, we knew what was going to happen. We knew we were going to find a way to come out on top, no matter what it took. And obviously, like y'all saw, it wasn't pretty, but we needed every single facet, whether it was special teams, offense, defense, to the very last second. So from the very get-go, from Monday, we knew it was going to come down to the last second, but we knew we needed each other, and we knew we were going to come out on top.
Hey Cole, Ben Parker, Cardinal Sports, Sports.com on Three Rivals. Just talk about the performance of Elijah, having to come in midway through the game. Just what he gave you guys at quarterback today.
Yeah, he's always composed. You're going to get out of EB or Elijah. He's always just calm, cool, and collected back there, no matter what the situation is. So he came back there, took the reins, and led us to a win.
Hi, I'm Odelia Kanizer, Stanford Daily. How did you feel this week, especially on campus with all of the alumni back, and how did that foster your performance this week?
Yeah, it was really cool. Like we were saying during the game, I was talking with C.J. Williams, who also had a great game. We were kind of talking about how it was bigger than us. It's not just about us on the field, but we're playing for a much bigger thing in our culture, our school, and it's a pride thing. There's thousands of people watching us, coming over, flying across the country just to see this one game for homecoming. Just for us to go out there and do whatever we could and perform like this and come out with the win, it means everything to us.
Harold Gutman with the Bay Area News Group. What was the key on that third quarter drive, the 94-yard drive? You knew Ben was out, obviously Mike is out, so it was up to kind of you and Elijah and the rest of the guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, obviously, that we were in a situation where the team kind of looked at me and leaned on me in the run game, and obviously I was happy that I was able to respond in the way that they needed to. Obviously, no play was perfect, but I went out there and gave my best effort. EB made throws we needed to. Other guys were on the field, Sam, CJ. People were clutch. I don't know what's more exciting than watching them play on that third quarter drive.
Okay, so all your wins have been here on the farm. So how does it feel, the home field advantage you guys have here? And then you got a big game going down to South Beach. So can you explain both scenarios, your home field advantage here, and then on the road it's been a little different, but you're going to a really hostile environment coming up.
Yeah, we always have a catchphrase saying it's us. We kind of just brand it as it doesn't matter whatever's happening outside the building. All that matters is the players inside. We all we got, we all we need, and we're more than enough. So we have that mindset. Whether playing at home, obviously we've been very successful at home, and on the road we've struggled a little bit. But we look to turn that around and show the country and show the fan base, show everyone what we're gonna do.
Looking at the statue here, it says you guys were 4-4 in the red zone. Just talk about your success offensively in the red zone. What allowed for you guys to be successful in that realm tonight?
Yeah, obviously, first and foremost, we have Emmett Kenny back there kicking. We know he's clutch. He's going to come up anything within 60 yards. It's a guarantee with him. We have full confidence with him. And obviously, we look at Coach Reich and everyone. And, as we're driving down the field, we know once we get into the red zone, it's a sure thing. Whether it's a run, pass, we know we're complete offense. We know we can get it done anyway.
What was your reaction to that final drive? Obviously, you're on the sideline because you're not a defensive player. But just what was your reaction to kind of watching that and seeing the final play, and what was that like for you?
Yeah, emotions were high. It just means more. You know what I mean? It's bigger than us. So watching that play, those 11 guys on the field are literally pouring their blood, sweat, and tears into one play. And it's a game of inches. It comes down to that little bit, obviously, and just seeing our guys strain out there and watching the sideline. Obviously, me not being out there, but watching those guys like Matt Rose and Teva get in there on a play. It's just awesome. Seeing the strain that they're putting forward, just for their brothers, for the team, and for the community. It was awesome. It was so special to watch.
Any other questions? Thank you so much, Cole.
Thank you.
All right, we'll wrap up today with Jay Green. We'll take questions the same way we did for both Coach and Cole.
What's up, Jay? Ben Parker, CardinalSports.com, on 3 Rivals here. Just walk us through from that very final drive, and even just that last play. What was kind of the key to your guys' ability to bend but not break on that last drive there?
Yeah, right. Our coach has been getting us all week about just not bending and not breaking, you know what I mean? And unfortunately, we had some plays leading up to that drive that we weren't really fond of, but we knew we had the time on our side, and the clock didn't have any timeouts as the offense drained them. So honestly, our goal was just to keep them out, and we trusted our big boys up front. And I'm looking at it from a distance, and I knew he was short, so I was like, it's good. We won.
All right, Michael Robertson, Sports Radio Service. So what has this whole week been like with legends coming back to school, homecoming, all the festivities? Then you encapsulate the whole week with this tantalizing game where it came down to the last couple yards that it could have been a tie game, go to overtime, or you guys get that big stop like you did. So what has everything been like from the beginning of the week?
Right. As a team, I feel like we were very focused going into this week. I feel like this is one of our best weeks of practice that we've had in a while here. And honestly, we knew everything that came with the game, you know what I mean, as far as it being like a legacy game and homecoming, everything of that sort. But we were just focused on doing our 111, everybody on the field, and just coming out victorious at home.
Harold Gutman with the Bay Area News Group. Florida State came in with a pretty high-powered offense. What was the key to holding them to 13 points tonight? And then is there anything you kind of carried forward with you? You know, you got Miami next week.
Well, I mean, they had a pretty good run game. I mean, for here, I'm looking at it. I mean, one of the guys had 20 rushes. Another guy had 14. I mean, their run offense is pretty good. So I think the key to that was just stopping the big plays in the run and making Tommy pretty much make plays in the air with his arm. And we trusted our front, so we held up in the back end, and we knew that was the plan going in, just stop the run and just kind of figure everything else from there.
I'm just kind of curious, what was kind of, once Colin Wright went out, what was kind of the key to your defense's ability to still maintain the same level of sort of success even with him out there, given how important he is to the defense?
Right. I mean, our coach today in the meeting talked about being together in brotherhood. And, you know, I was standing over Colin and I asked him if he was good and things like that. And it's kind of hard for me because that's been my brother, like, closely. And honestly, I didn't want to see him go down as I love playing with him. But, I mean, it was for the best of the team or whatever the situation may be. And I think we just bonded together and just kind of just thought about finishing. You know what I mean? We had them where we were, where they at. And we knew if we got to stop late in the game that we have a good chance of winning that game. So I'm grateful for that, the outcome.
Okay, undefeated here on the farm. So how much pride do you have in that? One was against San Jose State, so a local school, but then the other two has been conference games. So how good does it feel to win every time you guys step on that field over there?
Oh, it's great. I mean, at the end of the day, we're football players and we're entertainers, so we do find pride in entertaining the local fans and stuff like that. But, I mean, it's better that it's conference games, too. As, you know, I feel like the ACC right now is wide open. I mean, so it is what it is. We just got to go every week and go 1-0. But, I mean, it's great winning at home, of course.
Just talk about what you guys continue to get from Scotty Edwards.
Scotty's a dog, you know what I mean? He puts his life on the line pretty much every play, and he just does a lot for our team. He could play the boundary. He comes in and dime personnel and things like that. But we have so much faith in Scotty and everything he could do from us as far as running the ball and the pass game as well. So we're grateful for him. He's really good.
Any other questions for Jay? That will be the end of tonight's press conference. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all. God bless.